Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Just want to do a quick video showing you these water pumps. We've talked about them a few times. Just want to show you the difference so you can pick it out. Most likely if you've got a Prado you're going to have a two-piece pump. Most likely if you've got a Hilux you're going to have a one-piece pump. Can't guarantee either way. There is variations there for different reasons. In the VIP group we've got the video, the whole job obviously replacing it, including changing this water pump with the whole back. It's a whole lot more work. It nearly makes, it's almost, you might as well call it, it's a day down, mate. It's a day's work to get this water pump changed. We call it the big front engine job for a reason. By the time you get this water pump out, you know, compressor off, alternator off, the whole timing up, backing plate, gear, reverse flush the exterior core of the radiator, give it all a good clean up, do everything right, bleed the cooling system. It's the best part of a day. Now, so what the deal is, you can see, just in a minute I'm going to show you another water pump that's gone to pieces as well, but this one, in this case, the water pump wasn't leaking, it was just replaced because the timing belt was due, and of course you'd be silly not to change this water pump because you've got the timing belt off. When it leaks, all that's got to come off again, and what we do, we convert it over to a two-piece pump. So this backing plate section here, across here, stays there from now on, and there's a separate front piece. If you're not sure what I mean, you need to refer to my other videos. We're probably not going to show you in this one. What I really wanted to show you, this is the introduction, I suppose, to the next part of the video, which is going to be what happens if you don't change your water pump when you change your timing belt. You don't have to, and there's people out, I can tell you, I've got customers with over 450,000 Ks on the original water pump not leaking, and the bearing hasn't failed yet either, but there is a bearing in there. As again, I'll say, the reason we call it the big front engine job, we're changing every belt, bearing, everything on the front of the engine other than your alternator, which we're not going to change prematurely until there's a problem with it. But for the cost of this component, it's not worth it. You've got to do your coolant anyway at 160, and then once it gets older, more often, I recommend every couple of years. Cheap insurance, we're usually up for cheap insurance, you know, so you're not the poor man that pays twice or pays more unnecessarily. Take preventative measures. So this one, the bearing all seems, you know, it's pretty good. Makes a bit of noise. There's no play in it that we can feel. You can see what the back normally looks like. Now I'll show you one that's we've had. Before we do that, I'll tell you what, I've had a few people tell me the whole thing's collapsed. Okay, so I haven't seen it, but apparently it does happen because people aren't calling up telling me about it or send me messages telling me about it if it hasn't happened. So it does happen. That whole bearing can collapse, and that's going to leave you in a bit of inconvenience if that happens. So it's just wise to do the preventative maintenance every 150 when the job's due. Now check out this water pump off a Hi-Ace. Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Just wanted to show you this water pump. It's off a Hi-Ace van. It's only done 230,000 Ks. Now this is one of the reasons we recommend when you do your timing belt, you do your water pump. Now this is very rare. Water pumps do leak. That's not really that rare. In all sort of makes and models, water pumps leak. So including the Toyotas, that's why we recommend changing the water pump. Now, on a very odd occasion, this is what can happen with water pumps. The whole bearing collapses, right? And I don't know how long you can actually drive on one of these things for before you take it into a workshop, but this is not the sort of thing you want to happen when you're on a remote outback trip in your Prado or Hilux. So if you've got a Hi-Ace, you can probably get away with this because it's just going, some tradie's van going to paint someone's garage or whatever. But with those touring vehicles, they need to be really changed as prevention. There's a bearing in there. The seal leaking is a telltale sign of some wear in the bearing sometimes. And yeah, you just want to change the whole water pump, guys. So there you go. That's the shortest, quickest video I've ever made in the last year, probably, maybe. I could be wrong. I just wanted to show you that, guys. Beware, change those water pumps. And yeah, as I said, it's done 230 something thousand Ks. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya. This is our outside workbench. We do water pumps outside on a nice sunny day, or if it's too sunny we might put a bit of shade up. Nice job to do outside. But I just wanted to say, this is the replacement water pump. Now there's a few different water pumps for these engines. We upgrade you to what we believe is the best one. from all the different part numbers. It is a two-piece pump, so hopefully you can see the difference there. We use genuine for a number of reasons. The metal gaskets we like because they don't leak and they're easy to clean off when it's time to replace it. You're going to replace that only if you update to a two-piece pump. If you've already got the one piece, there's no need to take the back off. This back stays well secured with the bracket that goes over the top of these two bolts here, and those two bolts still stay in because the timing belt is over the top there. All you're going to take out is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and of course that one only goes through into the housing there. So beware. The details of the job are in the VIP group. Just wanted to show you. Obviously the one-piece pump, what can happen to water pumps if you don't change them? As I said, that other one was at 230,000 Ks. Just providing the info. Obviously we can only supply kits to people in Australia. We do send this big front engine kit Australia wide, so if you want to inquire with that, shoot me a text message 0490 261 013 with your name, vehicle details, and of course what it's regarding. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. More important information coming your way. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and put your questions in the comments so that we can make more videos aiming to answer those questions. Thanks for watching. See ya.